Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Halos will attempt to cap this 4-game series with a sweep. That's coming up next. Danny Carter, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
Digging in, Robbie Mesoraco. He will lead this one off today. Hit out towards second. Flores scoops it up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Stepping in for the Jays, Andres Ramos. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing, and he pops him up. Flores over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready now, Joe McMahon for the series. He's 3 for 12.
The first baseman.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rodriguez is under it, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Now is the designated hitter, Lenny Mora. Yesterday he really carried the team as he drove in 3 of the team's 4 runs. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
Next to bat for Toronto, Richard Park comes into this one with 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the series. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Well, as mentioned in the open of the broadcast, the Halos have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
One of the toughest things to do in baseball is to sweep a series. A 3-game series is tough, but they have a chance with a win today to do something really special, and that would be a sweep of a 4-game set at home.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up now, Michael Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Rodriguez. One down. Coming to the plate now, Toby Chico.
The right field.
First offering on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Plate, Robbie Mesoraco comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Here's another 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Valdez is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knuckle curve down below the knees. 1-0. A ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Rodriguez, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. In now, Joe McMahon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. McMahon is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Next will be the designated hitter, Lenny Mora. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled away.
Lenny Mora.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In now, Richard Park. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. park. A 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the first round back in 2023.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have.
Meanwhile, now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Matthew Dobbins comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Lifted down the line in left. Rodriguez is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are two men out. Stepping in, Michael Rosario.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Michael Rosario.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run. Nope. At the plate, Toby Chico. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
The center fielder.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6, all tied at 1-1. Digging in once again, Andres Ramos. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. Here comes the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Joe McMahon, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Flores takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ready.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
1-1 the count now. To 1-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Still tied 1 apiece.
7th inning stretch.
Digging in and looking for more. Richard.
The third baseman, Richard.
6-1 the final tally today. Toronto came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Kansas City Royals. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Alex Miller will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Now at the plate, Robert Charles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the third baseman, Robert.
These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding. But you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in now for Kansas City, Esteban Costa. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. No balls and a strike to count. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Batting fifth.
Here comes the first pitch.
Woody.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Carter, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. KC down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Leading off the inning, Rodney McCardell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Standing in now, Yusniel Gomez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1 out, nobody on. First, Valdez has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Set to get his day started, Brian Stiles, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. So next to the plate for the Royals, Robert Charles. He got called out on strikes his last time through. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Into the box, Willie Adames. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out. So coming to the plate, Victor Robles. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Strike 2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. They're down 4-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Esteban Costa. He flew out in his last at-bat, and it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Woody Cowan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Stays alive, still 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Now at the plate, Franmil Reyes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Striding in, Rodney McCardell. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
In now, Yusniel Gomez.
For the Royals,
As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Miller hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is a case of where it looks like the power pitcher is winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Stiles. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike one to start the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Rodriguez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Robert Charles.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
On the ground near home. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Rodriguez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Victor Robles digging in now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Bailey is there, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 9-0. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Esteban Costa. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Ready once again, Frendel Reyes. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as this side is retired. KC down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Ready for another shot now. Rodney McCardell starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fouled away. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes. So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you. But the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Count now a ball and a strike. No outs, nobody on. And oh my, that pitch is behind him up around the shoulders, and he won't like that much.
Wow, I'm not sure that would pass the eye test. I mean,
ouch, that one hit him.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Stepping in now, Brian Stiles, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
0-2.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero.
Now pitching for the Angels.
10-4 the final in this game. Los Angeles put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels.